So, hey, Prasenjit.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good as well.
Yeah.
We are here in Kolkata,
Yeah.
Lieberearth Foundation.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, I am Talita. This is
I'm Prasenjit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a volunteer here at Lieberearth Foundation. I
Yes.
think I've been here for a week.
More than a week,
More
probably.
than a week, but it feels like way more. It
Yeah.
feels like way
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
because
It's
it
feel
is
like that we have been connected for long, and it seems
Exactly.
like the way we are having a different topic of discussion. So
It
yeah.
is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely feels like more because it's just so intense. This idea of time kind of like goes away a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. True. When you are
Right?
intensely involved in something, you never feel like what is the time we are, how much time you are consuming.
Yeah.
You're just going with the flow of life.
Do you remember that the first week I was here, I completely forgot it was Friday.
Ah.
I thought it was Thursday.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And they're
yes.
like, no, but tomorrow is Saturday. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
You
Yeah.
thought, you told me.
Yeah, that will happen. That will
Yeah.
happen. You will lose time, like track of time. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, we're here to talk about the Lieberearth Foundation.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, which is your project, your baby.
Yes. True.
Can you tell us what it is? the
Yeah.
foundation?
So, Lieberearth Foundation is all about like creating mass environmental awareness among common people, so that we reduce our pollution in the environment. We can give alternative solutions to the people, and also change their behavior in terms of how we are throwing garbages around, how we are protecting our soil, how we are growing and consuming food. So in all those dimensions we are working. Mostly our focus is to create awareness with scientific backed data.
Like scientific based.
Yeah, based.
Okay.
And then we incorporate different kind of technological interventions so that people can have actionable items, so that they can adopt those like actions and then implement them in their daily life and change their lifestyles. They can be students, they can be communities, government, and any other person across the whole world. And then once that is done, the next step is to give them actionable points so that they can adopt different kind of lifestyle practices, which kind of regenerate the environment, regenerate the environmental resources, and not damage environmental resources, and then not do any irreversible environmental damage.
Something I've realized about your project is that it aims also to give a lot of independence to people, like
People,
independence from just this broken system that we live in,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
That's not according to nature at all.
Yeah. So when we have started Lieberearth Foundation, we were like any other organizations. We are going to communities, we're talking with people, and giving awareness presentations on how the environmental damage is happening and what are the solutions. So by the talk, people were getting inspired. People were trying to do some changes, but then it is not sustaining for a long time. So after that, we have understood that we have to go more deep into this, and we have to look at our own life and foundation's own space, and then bring different kind of sustainable changes in it. And then we invite people on various kind of workshops where people, we can show people different kind of lifestyle changes. For an example, permaculture based organic vegetable gardening at home. Okay, where you can grow a little bit of food, you can use your kitchen waste to make compost out of it and then use it again in your garden. You can recycle your grey water and then again use it in your garden. Okay, and then all the leaves from falls from your trees, that also you can make compost out of it, those leaves, using different kind of technology. So all of these models we are trying to build in Lieberearth Foundation, so that people can take these technologies, take these lifestyle changes, and incorporate them in their daily life.
Okay.
And that's how we're trying to solve the problem that right now we are facing. For an example, we know about water pollution,
Yeah.
we know about mismanagement of waste, we know about chemical based food and the impact on human health, the impact on chemical use on our soil, impact of chemical fertilizer use in our water bodies. We know all this problem. Now what Lieberearth did, Lieberearth tried to solve all of this problem with a single solution, which is
Okay.
easy to adopt. Initially we were talking about various other solutions where it was difficult for people to adopt. But then for last 4 or 5 years, what research we were doing is like we went deep into the problem,
Okay.
and then we have fine tuned from where it is starting and what is the most important thing in human life that also solve problem of the human lives at the same time environment.
Okay.
Okay, we as a human being we don't want to harm environment and
No.
only think about ourselves, and that is also not possible. So when nature and human health both need to be fixed, the solution also be something very simple. When we try to bring all the problem together in a particular place, it looks humongous. It's like a hill. But then when you decentralize each and every problem and take down the problem from a centralized point of view to take it down to individual level, like for
I
at
see.
my level, at your level, then what every day you are doing, you are using water, you are having food, you are generating some kind of waste, you are breathing, you are interacting with plants, and you are looking at the environment around you, you are getting sunlight. So in that whole, you are going different places, you are using transportation system.
Yeah.
So in that whole thing, at one individual level, that person is having some kind of environmental footprint. Okay,
Yeah.
so if we inspire that person, if we empower that person, if we give that person knowledge and then tools and processes
Okay.
which the person can follow and
Okay.
incorporate in their daily life,
Mm-hmm.
one individual person can solve all this problem. With all of this, we have tried to build this whole process through which we are giving this independence based life, which is giving people health at the same time reducing environmental pollution.
So, independence life, as in, so the change comes from within, actually.
Yes,
So, okay, so it doesn't matter if my government's doing something, if the society is doing something to change anything. If I don't actually understand
yes,
in an
yes, yes.
individual
Level. Then this whole problem we are trying to give it to the government
okay,
or some centralized body. Then every all the power is going to that person to take care of the whole problem by their own methods. But then and it's also becoming huge for a country like India,
okay,
like 140 crore population, and all the problem at individual level whatever we are generating, if that we give it to government,
yeah,
then for government it's not
it's such a
sustainable,
pressure, isn't
that's
it?
a
Yeah,
pressure. So
yeah,
that's why we see all the issues right now in our place. Okay, but then we have tried to understand this whole thing, whole issue very deeply, and then when we look at this, even government do it, but at individual level, if you are not changing our awareness, if you are
okay,
not become conscious,
okay,
and if you're not understanding how this whole existence around us is working
okay,
for us, then this is like a loop we are creating. With irreversible environmental damage is something like you do too much of damage of natural resources, then after some time is unrecoverable. For example,
yes,
like desert
yeah,
like Rajasthan. Okay, the amount of destruction that has been done 1,000 years back, few thousand years back, that the whole area was like forest, and then after doing a lot of agriculture, the whole thing become like a desert. So now the forest is not coming back,
yeah,
you understand. So in this place also, if unconsciously we use environmental resources and then not think about regeneration, we are not talking about you don't like cut trees, use natural resources for your own growth and societal development. We are not saying. So there is a process by which you can have the natural resources regenerate itself. So if you design the whole landscape in such a way, you can use all the natural resources. At the same time, it will not become irreversible damage
I
to the
see.
environment.
I
So
see.
on that point, we are trying to develop all of this.
So at the beginning, Lieberearth Foundation did what everything was trying to
Everyone
do.
is trying to do.
Came from this,
Yeah,
like really
like we
big,
are going to do or solve all the
Yeah.
problem and going to the
Okay.
communities, and then
and giving solutions instead
solutions,
of awareness.
what about, yeah, awareness, and then people are doing, but then we are saying we are repeating the same mistake that
Okay.
all other NGOs and research and development organizations were doing. So we
Yeah.
got like little bit back foot. We say this is where we have to
Okay.
look at the problem very deeply, because from last 50 years people are doing similar kind of process and work, but then we don't see that much of transformation is happening. Then we
Okay.
try to like go very deep into the problem, and then just silently observing what is the best possible way to bring the solution.
So are you saying that Lieberearth Foundation believes that inner transformation is the first step?
Yeah,
Like inner awareness of why you should actually
yeah,
take care of nature.
yeah. So while we were doing this particular research, in that research we have went through all kind of subjects like history of India and the world, different kind of philosophy, different kind of spiritual text, scientific studies, mathematical studies, and what people used to do long back, in different tribal communities we have visited. We have visited different villages. We have looked at various sustainable practices done by different communities. So from that learning, we have found the solution exists. It is
Okay.
not that we have invented solutions. Due to last few thousand years of the way we have developed, we have just disconnected ourselves from that kind of solution. But still, at this moment, there are communities who are living more sustainable way, more regenerative way than us, and they are using natural resources with a lot of respect and love. Okay, because their whole lifestyle is dependent on the nature, and they understand nature better than us. So we have to learn from them. So Lieberearth Foundation has done that kind of work, and then we have looked at all the solutions and what everyone is doing. Okay, and then in some spiritual text, and we have found like there is a way, there is a yogic process, there is a spiritual process by which an individual human being can go deep into them, and they can create their body in such a way that they can feel there is a life in tree. They can feel another life in their garden, in the environment. They can feel the uh, resources like water. They can feel air, and
Okay.
they can feel the senses in the environment. As a result, what happened, that person automatically create a respect,
Are you talking about a state of consciousness?
state of consciousness,
Okay.
by which human being can senses the importance of the natural resources, and then automatically effortlessly the respect, love and compassion come. Way we are living right now, each and every individual human being is not getting enough time and space in the atmosphere to look at their within and understand what wrong is going on, because everyone is busy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Trying to survive.
time to
right?
survive.
Yeah.
So in that state, it is difficult to just be silent for some time and just look at the problems and look at the solution. So problems and solutions are right now everywhere, but then there's a gap of perception at every individual being. They're not able to look at, because if you have to look in a problem and a solution very minutely and deeply, you have to give time,
Yeah.
and that time is like something that people are not able to give, because
Yeah.
when they are only thinking about their family, their individual life, their progress, their growth, it's impossible to just leave a job and then do certain kind of sadhana and meditation to go within. Okay, and then you develops that kind of sense so that you can understand the environmental destruction that is happening around you, and you are thinking of solving it, because that is difficult. That is where Lieberearth Foundation have done research to bring with that kind of atmosphere locally, so that
Okay.
it becomes easy for people to go into that dimension easily. So Lieberearth Foundation has done the
Okay.
hard work to
Okay.
understand what is the problem and what is the solution.
Yeah.
That solution Lieberearth trying to bring with very easy process oriented way, so that each and every individual human being can go through this whole process in a very short time, and able to understand the importance of the way we are doing irreversible environmental damage, and then how to solve it.
So what you do basically here is that you can like give a push up to people through experiences.
Experiential environmental education.
Yeah.
That is what we are.
That's exactly what I'm feeling here. Like what I've been experiencing here. It is experience. It's like hands on earth.
Yeah.
So you give it a push up so the person understand her connection with the whole system.
Exactly.
Right?
The whole.
So you don't feel disconnected. Because I think you can only disrespect something that you
are not connected. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like,
so we can't, in Lieberearth Foundation, we are not blaming anyone.
Yeah.
We are not even blaming ourselves. We are not blaming. It's not anyone. No one wants to like do anything wrong.
Yeah.
If we give them a experiential environmental education, I think each and every individual being would love to take care of their health to its highest dimension, live a physically, mentally, spiritually based life. And when you do that, you have to take care of all environmental resources. Okay, because if you can't have polluted stuff and live a very good physical health.
Right.
Okay, so our whole thing is about human health. So once we talk about human health, then an individual human being can understand how a human health can be possible. One of the important criteria, you should have safe and pure drinking water. You have rich nutritional organic food. That is, I think, the birthright of every individual human being.
Yeah.
Okay, that each and everyone want to have and should have, so that they can have the best possible life.
Everyone wants to have, but the incredible thing is that you will want to have pure water.
Yes.
Clear water.
Yeah.
If you like, if within yourself you know that you and water are the same thing. So you want to be clean. You want to be pure as the water.
Yeah, like
if you feel disconnected from water,
then
it doesn't matter what water is.
Yeah, right? we know like 70% of our body is water, but then we able to feel it. The importance we are not discussing it. The importance of having the clean and safe drinking water. The impact of water in our physical body and mental body is humongous. But then in our daily discussion, we are not having it. So how we can give this information experientially to people, that is the research and the solution. For an example, the solution that we are proposing is right now have been divided into 6 different methods.
Okay.
The first method is like giving them this theoretical knowledge of how this whole natural resources, environment and connection between human and nature, that we are not apart from nature. All the environmental resources, we are made of these environmental resources like water, soil, food, air. From that only we are emerging. So if we have to understand that, we have to have some time, give that time. So Lieberearth Foundation have made this fast method where we are trying to give this presentation, and then also this psychedelic way of understanding nature through AR VR, and then with graphical presentation with videos and sound, where people can actually see how the mycelium network in the soil is kind of regenerating the soil. Because right now you can't see mycelium network in your naked eyes. You can't see the microbiome, the bacteria, viruses living in the soil in like normally with your eyes. But then if you don't know about that, then you will not even think about it and not take care of it. That is where the gap is there. So each and every individual need to know. So because you can't see it open in the naked eye, we have to make a graphical presentation, a format of video of how this interconnection is happening, and how this mycelium network need to be protected so that the soil microbiome can be protected. The soil microbiome actually create environmental microbiome. The environmental microbiome create human microbiome. When human microbiome and gut microflora is like evolving, you as an individual human being also evolving. Your digestion is good, your health is good, you feel good about yourself. This is an example of how method 1 will inspire people. Okay, this is how the natural system is working. This is how we are interconnected with nature. This is like a theoretical knowledge. Okay, we are giving to people. And in method 2, what we are giving them experiential environmental education of the knowledge that we have given. So when they are going to the soil, looking at the plants, looking at the plants roots, and seeing mushroom in the garden, and seeing the importance of spending time in a permaculture garden, and how the permaculture garden kind of improves your body's microbiome. When you experientially go to the garden and like in your empty feet you touch soil, grounding happens, you can feel this. Whatever in the method 1 we are trying to teach people, experientially you can experience this. So these two method kind of give them 20% of push. They are like aware now, right now they're kind of getting inspired. Okay, this particular experience we have never went through in our school, college, and never thought about it. This kind of thing also we can experience. So this is kind of a push that we are giving with this method 1 and 2. In method 3, what we are giving, the the possibility of going within, that the question you have asked, like the question we have discussed, it's not possible for a human being to just give a pause in their daily life and go through this transformation. So in method 3, we are proposing that a small time where people can visit our 2-3 acres of permaculture farm, where they experience this holistic circulation of permaculture based life, where they can absolutely feel the truest freedom of human life without buying anything from the market. You just live there, stay there for some time, and go through this spiritual transformation to experience the connection between Mother Earth and the nature. And then that is where the method 3 is giving them a time, a space, and an atmosphere where they can feel this in eternal connection within, with themselves, with self. Then the self love and this connection with nature is kind of giving them this effortless love and respect to nature. So this is how the method 1, method 2, and method 3 is kind of letting people spend less time, with less time how they can have an experiential environmental education to bring this effortless love and understanding of what nature is all about, and how we can take care of environmental resources and not do irreversible damage, and how to go ahead in life with living the best possible way.
Okay, great.